Praise the Lord. Bear with me. My name's Jonathan, and I am going to do my best to just recap this day, because if I don't do it, I will never remember all the details that happened. So, I'm a new chiropractic student. I started my what they call a T1 semester this year, and I have I'm taking biology and histology, and my lights just fell, and I'm not going to fix it. So I am in the midst of understanding all the biochemistry for everything that I've been doing therapy-wise to deal with these tumors. And the result is, like it or not, the tumors aren't growing anymore. And there's an MRI to prove it. So that's cool, because 502 days ago, I began this whole natural cancer therapy process, and it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's a big undertaking. By every step of the way, it's a big undertaking, and you need support to be able to do that. So with all of that, I thought, I really want to help people. I like being an engineer. I'm a designer at heart, but ultimately, God's the greatest designer there ever was. And the human body is the most fascinating design. We're created in His image, in the image of God, in the image and likeness of God. And so with that, He knew what we needed, and He's created everything we need for life and godliness, including food that will heal our bodies. And I'm not saying that you will always get healed and, your cancer or whatever thing you have will go away. In my case, I know God gave me this to bring me close to Him, to give me a purpose and a direction, and to find out that if I would have, 11 years ago, I would have asked why, I probably would have changed my whole life. But I didn't. And I kept eating McDonald's and doing, dumb things and living a toxic lifestyle. But all of that's been cleaned up and changed, and I'm thrilled to be at a place now where I can partake in learning and being educated and being a doctor to help others to recover. And why chiropractic? Well, because that's the link. There's no danger in getting wrapped up with drugs and pharmaceutical medicine that won't help you. It'll just get you hooked. And I think they say the average American now is on 12 prescription drugs. The average vet is on 26 prescription drugs. And mostly there's a lot of pain management with that, and chiropractors help with pain management. And if you're hooked on an opioid, you're going to need a chiropractor. You're going to need somebody to help you get off. Even medical doctors are suffering with that now. So without going down that rabbit hole, I got up, went to class today, got all my therapy stuff, got all my supplements ready for the day, left, got there early, was so delighted in biochemistry. I love biochemistry. It's amazing. It's just cool to learn about what God's done for us. And then histology is the study of the cell. And when you begin to understand the detail of what's in a cell and how fast it happens and how quickly mitochondria change and develop and build up and are torn down and rebuilt, and what proteins do, oh my gosh, polypeptides. It's just an amazing world. And I'll talk about that later. But so I got through class. And then as a chiropractic student, I can go to see a chiropractor once a week for free. So that's cool. And also can do, I'm tired, so I'm struggling, acupuncture for free. It's all part of the tuition. I'm paying for it, but it's involved. So I went to a chiropractor today, one I've never met, and delighted to find out that I believe it was her sister with stage 4 cancer, which is the kind where the doctors give up on you and say you have no hope, so go get your affairs in order. And her sister did the Gerson therapy and is 7 years out, no trace of cancer. It's all gone. So that's an amazing story, encouraging. And then secondly, the acupuncturist was an intern. So they're T8, which means they've been studying for 2 years and they're close to a master's degree. But the person had been a nurse for 20 years. In fact, was a chemo nurse, and determined, I can't do this. I can't continue. Like there's no hope in this. And so decided to go back to college and become an acupuncturist because it's seen so many people helped through it. And so that's who helped me today. And even found out, as we were talking about therapy options and things, and even found out that this acupuncturist nurse has grounding sheets. And so it's just great to be in a world where there's some like-mindedness, that drugs aren't the answer, and that there are physical answers, and we just need to use them for what they are, just applying them just simply. So I wanted to share all that because I'll never remember it. I'll watch this tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, that's right, that all happened. It's just crazy how many things get packed into a day. And then on top of that, I did get a call back from the new cancer therapy place, and they reviewed all of my records, and it sounds like I would be a good fit in their program. Now, why is that important? Because if you're so far along in the program that you've taken on chemo, radiation, surgery, they've hacked you up and cut you apart, you may be so sick that there's not much they can do for you. In my case, I'm pretty healthy, and I'm breaking down the tumors naturally. Like, things are going in the right direction already. So it's cool to have a medical staff review everything and go, you know what, this guy could really benefit. Like, there could be a rapid healing process, and they'll outline a plan for that, and that's exciting too. All just that there's the route of doing more drugs, right, which is going to make you more toxic and sick. And I'm sure in a very small percentage there's a use for that stuff, but in a very large percentage, I think God's given us all the answers that we need, and we just need to believe and apply them. It's just being willing to give up all the fancy delicacies that you want and eat what you're supposed to, which is real food, organic, without chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides all over them. That's my rant. I hope you have a great night, and God bless you.